Meet Gail Storm, once the former lead singer of the Grammy-nominated band Eclipse.
Getting ready for a great show tonight. As y'all come on into the digital building. Come on in, family. Come on into the digital building. We about to have fun tonight. We talking about social engineering. We talking about sex. We talking about drugs. And we talking about that wet ass gushy. Come on into the digital building. But before we start the show, here's a little ad from our sponsors.
Meet Gail Storm, once the former lead singer of the Grammy-nominated band Eclipse. They were on top of the world, so she thought.
People love Eclipse because of our sound.
Well, Steve, we need to change with the times.
So what's next for the great Hannibal Shabazz?
Man, I'm putting together a super group.
Just hanging in with me.
You just need to fall back in love with singing again. This game is like a Venus flytrap. It closes on your ass real fast.
You quit right at the height of your career. Why come back now?
I found out I got a whole lot more music left in me.
I just want to know if you can help me. All right, what you need me to do? Take over the world.
What kind of Hannibal? You got your good Hannibal, and then you got your Hannibal Lecter.
They see your rise and they just want to latch onto your coattail. They don't want Eclipse, they want you.
I don't live in the past or the future. I live in the now. Don't light it up. Unless you want to burn it down. I am the storm. So get up. Don't light it up. Unless you want to burn it down. I am the storm. So get up. And the people go.
Yeah! And the storm!
You should stick around for the show, because it's going to be fun.
Welcome to the episode Derek Muhammad Show. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. Go to the Derek Muhammad Show on YouTube. Subscribe, share, hit like. Look, we got an interesting show tonight. Now, I made a statement the other day I made a post on Facebook, and the post read, the current music industry is social engineering our young girls to be bitches and hoes, used for sex, ... like the plantation. Then I put in hashtag WAP, hashtag Jewish people would never. That's what I put in it. Now, I posted that, and a lot of people got salty with me. It's like, Derek, you acting like a prude. You didn't say nothing when Luke Skywalker was popping that pussy. You didn't say nothing when Too Short was calling women bitches and hoes. You ain't say nothing wrong when all this men was doing this and degrade women. Where were you? And I was like, you know what? You might be right. But then again, you might be wrong. But again, you might be right. But again, you might be wrong. So let me just say this. Luke Skywalker, Too Short, and all of the brothers back in the 80s and 90s, when they was foul with it, their music, they wasn't on mainstream. You had to go digging in the crates to get that music. You had to have a label that says parental guidance. You got to be 18 or 17 to get this album, this record. Am I right or am I wrong? Chime in if I'm right or wrong. It was like trying to find that Richard Pryor album. You had to go digging for it. You had to go digging for that Red Fox album. You had to go digging for that Dolomite album. It wasn't on the shelf. They didn't play it on TV. They didn't play it on MTV. They didn't play it on Apple Music. Okay? Am I right or am I wrong? Now, if I'm right, Okay, I'm right. Now, I'm not saying that I'm approved, but what I am saying, this situation is bigger than what you think it is. Women was like, Derek, ain't nothing wrong with a woman expressing her sexuality in a powerful way. She feels good about her sexuality. We talking about Cardi B. And look, I'm not tripping on Cardi. Cardi came out the strip club. She didn't come out the church. Cardi came out the strip club. She was robbing niggas for money. She said that. She was fucking dudes for money. She said that. So I can't hold Cardi to a high standard. I like Cardi. I think Cardi popping. You know what I mean? I fucks with Cardi. I ain't got no problem with Cardi B. I ain't have a problem with Lil' Kim. Matter of fact, I was magnetically drawn to Lil' Kim's poster when she had her legs wide open. I could not turn away. It was like a train wreck. I didn't know to turn away. And at the time, I'm staunch Muslim at the time, rocking final calls and a bow tie, selling papers. But the picture of Lil' Kim put me in a trance. I ain't tripping on that, right? Nelly tip drill. Priscilla said, let's not forget Nelly tip drill video. You're right, but it was on BET Uncut. Like Luke Skywalker, it was after hours, right? But now this is right prime time videos, social media, promoted to your little babies. So I asked the question based on my post. Let me read the post again. I said on the post, the current music industry are socially engineering our young girls to be bitches, hoes, used for sex, like the plantation. Hashtag WAP, hashtag Jewish people would never. Now, in that post, I just asked the question, am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? Is the current music industry using social engineering to turn our young girls into bitches and hoes? Let's just think about it. It turned our boys into drug dealers, rappers, basketball players. I remember a time of hip hop, you used to just go to a party. They would rap about going to a party, having a good time, talking to girls. Then it turned into shooting up the party and shooting girls. Then it used to be going selling dope. Now it's talking about using dope. Then it talked about making money. Now it's talking about spending money. I'm just like, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, this is social engineering. What is the definition, Derek Muhammad, of social engineering? Social engineering based on Google, and I don't always fuck with Google because you got to go deeper, but I'm being cheap tonight, so humor me. Social engineering, one of the definitions, and this is where I'm going to stop. The definition of social engineering is the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of society. Let me back this up. Maybe I said it too fast. Say it louder. Say it louder so the people in the back can hear you, Derek. Social engineering, the use of centralized planning. Centralized planning, meaning they centralize in a plan in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society. Mercy. Now, I am a scientist part-time, okay? But I'm a social scientist. Do I got a degree? Yes, from Hard Knock University. So don't, and it's tried. I got a PhD too. All right, Hard Knock University. Been there, right? Graduated with honors. Hear me out. So if they socially engineering the music, right, to regulate the future behavior of who? It was a point in time in the music industry where, you know, they played the rock and roll and the Prudence was like, nah, that's the devil music. I get you. All right. But then there was some wise people saying, you know what? Let's turn in the devil music. So you heard the stories of the urban legends where they would play the music back and you hear them worshiping Lucifer. Huh? going into your subconscious. There's a frequency that they use to hypnotize people. There's also a frequency in music that you can use to make you feel comfortable, make you feel good, change your mood swing. So these people play with frequencies. They play with the beat because we're human. We feel a vibration. We hear melodic melody. So just like with the hip hop music right now, they have, well, I don't even know about the beats today because they're just cheap and raggedy and they're saying the same old shit. But what I'm saying is when you get a master like Dr. Dre, you put that shit on. And then if you hear Snoop talking about some bullshit or NWA talking about some bullshit, but you feel that vibe. And hey, no, I love NWA. I love Snoop. I'm just talking about the fact that that beat is hypnotic. You understand what I'm saying? That beat is hypnotic. Let me shout out to Priscilla Watley, Tracy Allen Turner, and Grace Leone. Aloha, General Grace. You here report for duty? Yes, ma'am. As you were. Okay, so what I'm getting at is socially engineering the behavior. Now let's paint the picture, right? We used to have love music with the Temptations. Then in the 60s, we had James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud. There was music that stimulated the consciousness and the culture of that time. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay? So James Brown said, I'm black and I'm proud. Huh? Right? Yeah, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Huh? Right? Correct me if I'm right now. So what happened after the 60s and the revolution of the blacks and the civil rights movement and the Muslims and the Nation of Islam, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Black Panther Party, Stokely Carmichael, H. Rap Brown, etc., etc. The government went in, and this is actual fact. They got in the Freedom of Information Act. J. Edgar Hoover, his demonic, no good, rotten, devil ass, and I hope he burn in hell forever, and that's a mighty long time. But his program is still in effect. So those who run in the program can burn in hell forever, and that's a mighty long time. Hear me out. They said that they have to stop the rise of what they saw coming as a black messiah. What? Stop. Black messiah, not a white one? A black messiah, J. Edgar Hoover? Huh? They thought it was Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King. They had to stop the rise. So what they did was in Vietnam, right? They allowed, you saw the movie, American Gangster. It should have been called Negro Gangster. Negro fool used as a tool to destroy his community. But they slashed the American Gangster. No, the real American gangsters is the government. But that's another topic. But they used Frank Lucas. They used Nicky Barnes. And they allowed them to sell heroin. And, you know, heroin came in through the Golden Triangle from Lucky Luciano. They deported him, the government. They deported him to set up the triangle, right? From back to Italy, to France, Europe, and into the cities. And they said in The Godfather, hey, we're going to do these drugs. Keep it in the ghettos with the niggas. They're animals anyway. I remember the fat dude saying that. I think he was from Cleveland. Anyway, that's what he said, right? And they all agreed to keep the drugs controlled in the hood. With the niggas, there's animals anyway. This is what they said in The Godfather. I remember it. So they pumped drugs, heroin into the communities in the 70s. Then they set up Planned Parenthood, right? Then they set up welfare and said, you cannot have a man in the house, but you can get this free welfare check. But no man can be in the house. What kind of shit is that? No man can be in the house, but we'll give you a check. Obviously, right then and there, that's social engineering. What is changing the behavior of a future generation? So the women saying, look, we can have these babies, but Ray can't stay here. Daddy can't stay here because I got to get my free rent. I got to get my welfare check. So what? The kids grew up, daddy on heroin, mama may have been on heroin, uncle's on heroin, and the whole culture is lost. And I know dudes been on heroin for 30, 40 years. True story. That happened in the 70s. Then all the affirmative action happened, so the brothers got happy. They thought they had made it after the Civil Rights Bill, went got good jobs, went got education, went worked on Wall Street, corporate America, still being, racism, still being abused, still police brutality, still redlining. But you know what? This is America. We used to that shit. Black folks are genius. We know how to maneuver in tough times like this. Yeah, we got high blood pressure. Yeah, we got gout. We got to get a foot cut off like Big Mama. Yeah, because we got poor diets. Yeah, but they do not want to ever allow me to repeat myself again. They do not want to ever allow black folks to get acquainted with themselves. So they give you a false reality, a job, and work your ass to death like on the plantation. Let's give him a job working 40, 50 hours a week, get him some overtime. He too tired to think about doing for himself. Just like on a plantation, they work you all day long, and on Saturday night, they have drinking parties. Who thinking about running away, getting free when you tired as hell and you drunk? You can't plan no escape, no rebellion, no revolt. No, drinking gangs started on a plantation. Case in point, all Saturday night, drinking gangs. It's on passed down through generation after generation. You get drunk on Friday and Saturday. You go to church on Sunday to ask for all your son's sins to be removed from Friday and Saturday night. And then you go back to work on Monday and start it all over again. Right? This is a habitual social engineering process. I'm not born, and I'm going to make my point on wet ass Gushy in a minute. But my point is I wanted to paint a picture of social engineering. So it happened with heroin. It happened with affirmative action. It happened with Planned Parenthood. They aborted about 5 million babies from that time up until now. That's the size of Chicago, Atlanta. Okay, 5 million black kids gone for $150. You don't need them kids. They were paying for them. Then 80s come along, right? Now we got Reaganomics. He shipped all the jobs overseas to Mexico and China. Factories closed down. WIC program closed down. Now, crack cocaine come in. They got the cocaine from Iran-Contra scandal. Government, CIA, proven fact. Freeway Ricky Ross said he was working and selling dope for the government. He thought it was a Colombian, but it was an FBI agent or a CIA agent. Right? My point, another social engineering. They kill us off with heroin. They created crack cocaine. Then they brought in the gangs. Crips used to be all about, based on the Black Panther program, protecting the community. They turned into gang warfare, Crips blood, gang banging, Chicago gangs, Vice Lords, El Rukins, Gangster Disciples, Four Corner Hustlers. You know the one I'm talking about. I ain't got to go further. Just gang, gang, gang. Black, black, black. Keep these niggas. And then it opened up the prison pipeline from school to prison. First of all, school ain't teaching a black man shit. I went to school up until the 12th grade, got out a complete fucking idiot. Didn't know a goddamn thing. Had to get re-educated later on once I got knowledge of self. My point is this. Is that social engineering? So hip-hop is born in the 80s because why? They canceled the music program in the hood. But we alchemists by nature. You give us pig guts, we turn into chitlins. Hog maw. Bad for you, but we gonna eat it and make a delicacy. Because why we alchemists? We use the materials of what we got around us. Hear me out now. So crack cocaine is in, no music program, jobs is being lost, but we still surviving. We figuring it out. We hustling, right? So the brothers in New York, whether it was Boogie Down Bronx or Queens, I don't know. I don't care. But they invented hip hop, right? Right? They invented hip hop. Nobody wanted to fuck with hip hop, right? Nobody. None of the records, none of the radio was playing hip hop. None of the clubs was playing hip hop. It was just hood music. But hip hop was a monster. And it took a life of its own. And it started teaching. And the brothers made beats off of scratching off of old records. And I mean, it's just genius. Fast forward it now, It's everywhere. A global phenomenon. Hip hop, created in New York, now it's worldwide, and it runs the music industry. Actually, it's popular music right now, right? R&B, they destroyed it. I'm gonna come to that in a minute. So hip hop is totally destroyed. I mean, not totally destroyed. Hip hop is running things. But at that time, it was in its infancy. And they was talking about having a good time. They were speaking to the power structure. I listened to one of my favorite groups, Public Enemy. Public Enemy. Talking about reading, talking about getting knowledge of self. Far comes a prophet that I think you ought to listen to. Who? What? I go listen to him. It changed my life. Big Daddy Kane. Boogie Down Production, KRS-One. Rakim. God MC changed the whole lyrical game, right? Till they doing this bullshit mumblecore, but that's because the niggas don't serve and they just, on Ritalin and shit. But I digress. Anyway, my point is this. Hip hop is given life. Now, conscious rap. So in the 90s, under Clinton administration, they make a pact to privatize prisons. And they decided what they're going to do is they're going to privatize the prisons, but they need bodies. So the state going on a contract with the privatized prisons. And they trading this on Wall Street. Now, anytime you got an investment, you got to get a rate of return. And in prisons, what is the product of prisons? Prisoners. So, hefty crimes, hefty sentences for crimes. We're going to change it. The Clinton, Biden. I know it's election season, but I got to drop the truth. Biden bill, crime bill, put away more black people. Clinton put away more black people. More damage and more destruction what does to families. Now, you may say, oh, they was doing crime. Man, shit. Okay, rock cocaine, 15, 20 years. Cocaine, powder cocaine, oh, man, 2 weeks probation. Especially if you're white. Huh? You hear me out? Am I right? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm saying it loud so the people in the back can hear. But if they can hear it, pass it on. Okay? My point is this. Clinton, Biden passed a law through niggas, gave them Superman time. I know dudes went in jail, ain't seen them since. I mean, take their whole life from them. Selling drugs to people who want it. They was throwing crackheads in prison for smoking. They got a rock of cocaine. They went to prison for smoking crack. Not rehabilitation. Little Graham, and they throw them in prison for, give them, Troy, you say football numbers. That's right, man. Clinton, Biden. Nobody want to talk about that shit. Okay? Anyway, so social engineering is taking place. So they destroying the black community with prison sentences, Rockefeller sentences, Biden crime bill, Clinton passed that law, the private prisons, and then they decide, you know what? We got to remove conscious hip hop because Farrakhan is talking now and he's waking the youth up. Stop shooting each other. Stop the killing. Read a book. Take care of your families. Take care of your responsibility. Do for self. Ain't none of this anti-Semitism. This is actually anti-crime. This is good for humanity, right? Don't fight one another. What did he say was wrong? Oh, but he's waking people up because they know crime to commit. There's no prisons, no product for the prisons. So he got to be discredited. He got to be silenced, right? So we got to, you know what? Let's do it with the music. Let's promote gangster rap and do away with conscious rap. I remember Lords of the Underground, Poor Righteous Teachers, Grand Poobah, what's that, Brand Nubians? Y'all know what I'm talking about, that conscious hip hop. I remember Queen Latifah came out with The Crown, man, spitting hot fire. We was respecting the queen. Doshan said, you are on the case. That's right, brother. Somebody got to say it louder from the mountaintop. So my point is, okay, they crushed conscious hip hop, promoted the bling bling. Biggie came in with that hypnotic beat. Him and Diddy is about getting that bling, popping bottles, being a don, a gangster, a pimp, having a bunch of hoes. Troy said X-Clan, that's right. Having a bunch of hoes. Too Short came out, a bitch is a bitch. And I ain't gonna front, I like some Too Short. I'm not gonna be hypocritical tonight. I dug that shit, but I had to go looking for it, right? Too Short, Ice-T, NWA, you know, then Luke came in with that pop that coochie shit, right? And he ended up taking his case to the Supreme Court and won. Okay, but he still was on BT After Hours, right? Then Biggie, Jay-Z, and now where we are right now. The South came with the Dirty, Ludacris, Nelly, T.I., and the whole rest of them. It's too many to name. Now they got this new generation. I don't know what the hell they saying, but that ain't my steed. My kids know. If you love it, I like it. Okay, cool. Have at it, right? My point is this. The industry was hijacked, and people that run the industry don't look like you. Dame Dash says culture vultures. Cats, oh, you can rhyme, you ignorant. Here, sign this 360 deal. Let me tell you something. You know why a 360 deal is in place? And the 360 deal, if y'all don't know, is a deal when you sign with a label, they own your ass forever. If you sell a toothpick, they get a percentage of it. You go take a piss, they want a percentage of it. You got married, they got a percentage of your new wife and children. They want a percentage of everything. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. But the reason why they started the 360 deal was because P. Diddy made all that money, then he got in the clothes, and he got in the liquor, and he started doing all this other branding, and Clive Davis and his boys was like, what the hell? We didn't put this fool on. He get money and we ain't get none of that? Nah. So Larry Cohen, I think that's his name, Larry Cohen said, oh, let's create a 360 deal so any new person come behind this shit, we own their ass. So these niggas right now selling their life away. Do you know the record industry is so foul? I mean, look, and I ain't, look, let me talk about the business of the record industry. The business, Leor. I said liar, but Leor. Liar. Okay. Anyway, the record business is so foul. It's been foul from the giddy up. They used to give Little Richard half a penny. How the hell you cut half a penny? And he still made it happen. Michael Jackson got his catalog when he bought the Sony, half of Sony, after Thriller. He's like, y'all ain't got enough money to pay me? Really? 100 million album? All right, I'll take half of this shit. I want all the catalog, and y'all just pay me quarterly. Michael Jackson was so gangster. They said he was shrewd. No, he was doing business on the same level they was doing business, and they didn't want no black man. They didn't want no black man. They didn't want no black man doing business like them. This ain't no damn race shit. This is the truth shit. And I'm telling all black boys, if you gonna go in business, learn the business of the business. Master P said, learn your music business. Master P had an 85% deal. He got 85% of every record. Why? Because he put in the work. It's heavy lifting. It's a slow brew. But get off of your black ass. Quit smoking all that weed and do something for yourself. Quit drinking that lean. Having seizures and shit. Can't even speak and don't remember a goddamn thing. Let me tell you something, man. If you can't control your thoughts, somebody else will. That's why they said, Elijah Muhammad said, whoever can control the diameter of your thinking straight through controls the circumferences of your actions. Control your damn thoughts, black man, black woman. Now I'm coming up to this case in point of my post. My post for all those coming on that I'm addressing tonight was about Nicki Minaj. And I said in my post a couple days ago, the current music industry are socially engineering our young girls to be bitches, hoes, used for sex like the plantation. Hashtag WAP, hashtag Jewish people never would. Now, look, they used our women in slavery for breeding. They used the men too. He was a stud like a horse, and they bred slaves together, right? That's what they did. So the music industry is saying, let's catch them young, baby. These demonic bastards. Huh? It's the mindset. You looking for Satan in the ground with some spirit? No, man, it's the mindset of an evil person that has no soul, just total sociopath. And they will steal your soul. They find out what your appetite is and they will feed it. They'll find out how far you willing to go to be famous. Will you change your sexual orientation? Will you do some dirty deeds? Huh? We'll get it on videotape. We'll send you down to Epstein Island and have an orgy. And then slide an underage girl in there. Now you beholding. I don't know. I'm just making it up, but I think I got a point. My point is this. Are they using social engineering to turn our young girls into hoes and bitches? So I posed that question. These girls was hot as fish grease. Derek, you just tripping, man. You didn't say that about nobody else. Huh? Where was you at when Luke was doing it, Derek? Huh? Where was you at? Huh? So my point was this. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'll take the post down. Nobody answered the question. They say, you know what? This is whatever it is. Let them make money, Let them make money. You tripping. They've been doing it for a long time. Why you got to say something now? I asked the question, would you let your children watch this bullshit? Would you let your grandbabies watch this bullshit? Huh? Would you? Now, my whole point is this. The mainstream music executives, they use music to entice our youth for bullshit and crime. It's a known fact. I just gave you the history. They destroyed real conscious music, real film, real television, and pushing the LGBT agenda as a Trojan horse to legalize pedophilia. Now, you may say, that's a stretch, Derek. Let's go deeper on the Black Lives Matter movement. And I'm not tripping on the LGBT. I got some friends that's LGBTQ, whatever. They cool with me. You grown. You can sleep who you want to sleep with. Who am I to get in the way of what you want to do in the bedroom? Huh? I ain't tripping on none of that. Matter of fact, I got some lesbians coming on my show this week, and we gonna chop it up. And they cool as fuck, but they grown ass. My problem is, why you teaching that bullshit in elementary school? Huh? I didn't get sexual education until I was in high school. Why you teaching that to my babies? Why you got Billy Porter on Sesame Street wearing a goddamn dress confusing our children? Ain't nobody said shit about that? Where the preachers at? Where the preachers at? You ain't allowed to say nothing? You preaching about Jesus coming, but we need Jesus right now, goddammit. You teaching this bullshit to our children? Huh? In the name of understanding and diversity? The fuck out of here. Ain't nobody gave us no damn diversity. You masquerade that bullshit like a Trojan horse. And I'm saying, look, I might have been asleep for 20 years. But right now, I see a Trojan horse in the town square. And at night, I've been hearing some shit inside. Some noises going on in that Trojan horse. But they said it was a statue given by our friends. Right? But I got this is something sinister going on. So I gotta call it out. I'm saying to you right now, there's some bullshit in that Trojan horse. Ain't nothing wrong with the LGBT. You can do what you want. But don't be trying to hijack a good movement because you want to have sex with the same sex. That's sex, man. That's like me. I'm a Muslim. I read the Quran. I read the Bible too, right? Hell, I read the Old Testament, New Testament. I read it all. So I ain't tripping on none of that. You have sex with who you want to have sex with. You grown. You make those decisions. You want to, Bruce Jenner, you want to be a woman, have at it. Who am I to get in the way of you want to cut your dick off and become a woman? Bruce Jenner, have at it, baby. You grown. You make grown decisions. You know what I mean? I'm not getting away with that. But what I am saying to you, don't allow that movement to institute pedophilia. Because the dude that started that movement is a known boy lover. NAMBLA. Check that out. North American man-boy love. And it should be called Sodom and Gomorrah 2020. Huh? Now, he's a freak. And he need to be exposed. Now, all you good homosexuals out there that ain't down with that bullshit, y'all need to run him out of that fucking organization. Y'all need to expose that bullshit. You understand? Because it's foul. He want to have sex. He trying to legalize sex to have with little boys. You know, it's, I think, 14 million kids missing. Child trafficking. They using these kids for organ harvesting, sex, and selling them to people. Ain't nobody said goddamn thing. Huh? You got a dude selling cocaine and get 20 years for selling a kilo, but a child molester's on the street in 4 or 5 talking about he can't come in front of a school for 100 feet. Something is wrong. But I understand America was built on perversion and pedophilia and human trafficking and child pedophilia. They didn't give a fuck. So why, I mean, come on now. I'm saying to you black people, don't get caught up in the matrix. Don't drink that Kool-Aid, man. They are serving you a bad dose, bro. It ain't about no fucking diversity. You know, it ain't none of that. It's a Trojan horse in the Times Square. And inside that horse is cancer that's going to destroy the whole community. And it's going to make us unacceptable to even try to be right. They destroying your moral compass. So I'm coming fast forward. Cardi, baby. Cardi B. I like Cardi. She's a sweetie pie. And I'm not going to be hard on Cardi, right? She come up out the strip club, got to rob a nigga or two to make it. You know, coming from the South Bronx, Dominican, her English ain't that well. She got to do what she got to do. She was blessed with a body and she's smart. But she, you know, she has some hoish ways, some ruthless hoish ways, right? Ruthless hoish ways, you get a nigga drunk, you slip on my Mickey, you might not even have sex with him, might tickle his balls, and you rob him. Okay, she admitted that. All right, you do you, Cardi. Who am I to judge you? I've done some bullshit too. Not like that, but I've done some bullshit I ain't proud of. I ain't tripping on you. But my point is this. They take poor sweet Cardi and they take her album meant for grown folks, meant for grown ass women, and they put that shit out in the masses. Now I got to see little girls talking about wet ass pussy. Oh, the video said wet ass gushy. I got it. Her and Megan Thee Stallion, 2 strippers, 2 Hall of Fame strippers, getting it popping. And I ain't mad at you. Get your money. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to show young girls the only way to make it is to become a stripper and a hoe, well, how about a nurse? What about a school teacher? Cardi says she don't cook and clean, but she'll fuck you all day. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be hungry as a motherfucker after we get done having sex, Cardi. Who cooking? I got to scramble some eggs and shit. Derek, you a vegan? Nah, I fucks with eggs. Anyway, my point is this. Why? Because their plot is this. To turn you out, turn the kids out. We already got Billy Porter teaching bullshit. They already teaching it's okay to have same-sex marriage. Hey, look, that's too much for the kids. Disney is perverts, okay? That's too much for the kids, man. Who's gonna protect the babies? Who's gonna protect the babies? Where the preachers at? Say it loud. You collecting money on fucking Cash App, motherfucker. Get your ass out the pulpit and say some shit. You got my crazy ass on the fucking Facebook, gotta do your work. What's wrong with you? I ain't no man like that in the pulpit taking an oath for God, but I am gonna take the oath for the people, and I'm gonna call bullshit on that. That's bullshit. The record industry is bullshit. So what I'm saying to all you black entertainers out there, it's time for us to pull out. Pull out. That might have sounded sexual in a way, but I don't mean like that. Quarantine. We've been quarantined right now. We got to have another quarantine. Because the way they do business in Hollywood, on television, in the music industry is below standard. They destroying our culture, man. We got to raise our culture up. Our culture is more than pimps and hoes and playing basketball, football, drinking lean, smoking weed all motherfucking day and playing video games. We're engineers, we're scientists, we're military strategists, we're business people. You just ain't found yourself. So I'm here to challenge all the black gods and goddesses out there. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you. I'm speaking to the nature of you. Your nature is God. Put that, once you come down off of whatever you're smoking, once you stop popping them pills, because I know it's a hard reality, man. You want to escape. Life is hard as fuck, man. I got a pain running down my ass right now from a sciatic, right? You know, but I'm saying this. We got to control our own destiny and our own ecosystem, because people outside our community are wicked as fuck and they failed us. And we can no longer, I don't give a damn how much money they get, because they're going to print that shit in the basement. And then they hit you with an IRS bill, and now you got to pay it all back. So I don't give a fuck about all that. We got to create our own economy, our own system of doing business, our own laws and rules and regulations and code of conduct and a constitution for ourselves. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if you want to stay with them and go as status quo, have at it. Who am I to stop you? But for those who say what I'm saying is true, for those who know what I'm saying is true, let's wake up, man. Let's spread this word. You know, it ain't to beat up Cardi, Megan Thee Stallion, but it is to hold our people to a higher standard. The crazy part is Beyonce dropped that cold ass video, Black is King. Talking about Black is King, Beyonce. And look, I love me some Beyonce. Okay, you say, Derek, she got shorts on her ass. Okay, yeah, and I ain't saying nothing about that. I'm still a man, right? She married, but Beyonce cold. But the morality of what she did, Black is King, inspired by the Lion King, showing it in real time, dropping up some cold shit on there, not no bullshit. And then she says this one week, and everybody hype. And the next week, everybody gushy for that wet ass. Y'all know what I'm saying. Come on now. If that ain't social engineering, I don't know what is. I'm watching this thing, this chick. What's her name? Suki Yamakama? I don't know. Some brown skinned chick from Delaware. On Apple Music. Talking about getting money and robbing niggas and cheating niggas. And you got to do what you got to do. And she on Apple Music? I thought she was on like Tasha K or something like that. You know, I didn't know what she was on. And she was on Apple. I can't even get on Apple Music. And they promoting this chick talking this bullshit. This is like when they, you know, in the hood, they just find the most ignorant nigga and put a camera and a mic in his face for him to reenact what happened. Man, let me tell you, nigga, shit. These motherfuckers came down the street and they just was shooting and they missed everybody and shot up these good old white folks. I saw it with my own good eye. Come on, baby. Come on, you can't. They've been doing us wrong. Like the media is complicit, man. So my point is this: social engineering. Let me give you the quote again before I get up out of here. The use of centralized planning in the attempt to manage social change, centralized planning in the attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society. They did the same thing in Tuskegee when they gave them boys syphilis, Miss Edgar boys. Gave them boys syphilis and sent them out the community having blind children, sick, wouldn't even treat them, gave them placebo. They gave blankets to the Indians with smallpox in them. When the last time you saw an Indian? She said, Suki Kana Ho is beyond ratchet. That's her name, Suki Kana Ho. Suki Kana Ho. Anything to chase the bag. Couldn't be Queen Nefertiti. Huh? Couldn't be, shit, I don't know. Hell, you could have called yourself Elizabeth Taylor for all I'm concerned. Cleopatra. What the hell? Suki Kana Ho. It used to be a time, I'm gonna close out, where men, and I'm gonna say this, it's our fault, men. We got to take full responsibility for the development of our women and our children. It's on us, black man. I know it's hard. I know, but we got to, as woke men, it's our responsibility to protect our women, defend our women, raise our children, our daughters. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, A nation cannot rise higher than its woman. When you see a no good woman, it was a no good man that made her that way. This pimping shit, that ain't right. That's wrong. It's 2 left feet. I know it's the oldest sport. Mary Magdalene was a hoe. I understand all that. But it ain't right. White men got us pimping our women. They pimping us. We just hoes. Huh? They the biggest gangster on the block. They don't just, you think you got a little corner, you got your little territory. Shit, they got a whole city. They got states and they make the laws. And they got friends in other countries that you can't even escape to that will enforce that fucking law. Why don't we, black men, and I'm talking about the woke ones, and if you ain't woke, wake the fuck up because we ain't got much time left. Why don't we get some knowledge of self, find out who you really are, get your trade up, exploit your trade since everybody else been exploiting you. You might as well exploit your own damn self and manifest your talents and mine the treasures from within you and bring it out. Is it hard? Yes. Is it difficult? Yes, but it's not damn impossible. We have to make difficult take a day and impossible take a week, baby. Okay? Why don't we do that? Why don't we reclaim and nurture our women, man? Make them feel good. Say, look, girl, I remember the time you wouldn't even marry no hoe. You just banged them out. And they was waiting on the next time you was coming through. They didn't expect to get married. They was a hoe. They had the whole mentality. They didn't want to have no kids. They like hoeing. They like party. You married a hoe. You a hoe. Who watching the kids? Huh? She out all damn night. You out all damn. You married a hoe. No wonder domestic violence is high. You can't make no hoe no housewife. Huh? You married hoes? I mean, come on, man. What you expect? She banging everybody and your daddy? Huh? Come on now. We grooming our young girls to be hoes. Women, you got young girls, don't have every nigga around your child. You watch her older brother, your uncles, your fathers, your grandfathers, they messing with these little kids, and we got to start laying down some stuff, penalties. I know plenty women been tampered with while they was underage. And now they all jacked up and don't have trust issues with men or have fucked up relationships with men. Men, we got that plantation culture, then passed down the generation, and we got to remove Willie Lynch and Jim Crow out of our fucking DNA and take on righteousness. Righteousness is different than holy. Righteousness is right thinking. Start thinking right and doing right and hold yourself accountable. Be disciplined with what you got going on. We're black men, man. We rule the universe, man. We put the sun, moon, and stars out there along with the originator. We came with him. We just been lost in this time bubble, but there's an awakening taking place. So find yourself, get a hold of your mind, man, before God kill us all and start all over. That's all I got to say. So it's no diatribe on Cardi. We love Cardi. She just got to do better. But I'm pointing the finger at the music industry, and we got to stop allowing them to feed us filth and degeneracy. You know what I mean? We got to stop. Can't make no whole housewife. That's from the book of Holations. Hoeth make it not a good wife. Shama Daniels. Hoeth make it not a good wife. From the book of Holations. Facts. That's actual facts, sweetie. That's actual facts. Now, I'm going to say this. Retired hoes. I had an uncle. He married a hoe. She retired. He sent her to school. She got a nursing degree. And they lived happily ever after till she died. And he's still going strong. Shout out to Aunt Mary. That's all I got to shout out to Aunt Mary. What I'm getting at is this. Ladies and gentlemen. Family. We have to do better. And let's start doing it right. Not now, but right now. Okay? Point out wrong. Don't condemn them, correct them, and show love. It's not power, it's love, man. You know. And they got this little grassroots beef going on with NFC and Tariq Nasheed. You know, let's just say this, man. All right, there's error on both parties, okay? But you know, it's for the culture, man. We can't be threatening people because you feel someone disrespect you. You ain't no different than the nigga on the corner, man. Okay? If you can't take the heat being a leader, get the fuck out the kitchen. If you can't take criticism, get the fuck out the kitchen. You're not worthy if you can't take criticism from your people. That's what happens when you ascend to leadership, especially black folks. You're going to have to take criticism to see what you made out of. So you want to kill everybody that disagree with you? Hell wrong with you, man. Now we got to check and see what you made out of. Huh? White folks disagree with you. I ain't seen you go kill them. Zimmerman's still running around. Before you start going door to door and taking out niggas with shotguns, go take care of some Zimmerman and them dudes that kill black folks. Then I will give you some props. And that's the hell. And that's all the hell I got to say. Until next time, make sure you follow me on Make sure you follow me, on Instagram at Derrick M, DERRICKM. And please subscribe. I ain't gonna even say please. Just do it at your leisure. But subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Derrick Muhammad Show. Subscribe, hit like. Please share this with your friends. And also, if you have not got a copy of my book, Guerrilla Film Grind, go out and get you a copy. And before I go, I want to play the trailer of my movie, Gale in the Storm, which is available at KarenWhite.me. And here we go.
Meet Gale Storm, once the former lead singer of the Grammy-nominated band Eclipse. They were on top of the world, so she thought.
People love Eclipse because of my sound.
Well, Steve, we need to change with the times.
So what's next for the great Hannibal survive?
Man, I'm putting together a super group. We bring back soul.
It's been a while since I've been on stage. Just hanging in with me.
You just need to fall back in love with singing again. This game is like a Venus flytrap. That closes on your ass real fast.
You quit right at the height of your career. Why come back now?
I found out I got a whole lot more music left in me.
I just want to know if you can help me. All right, what you need me to do? Take over the world.
What kind of Hannibal are you? You got your good Hannibal. And then you got your Hannibal Lecter.
They see your rise, they just want to latch onto your coattail. They don't want clips, they want you.
I don't live in the past or the future. I live in the now. Don't light it up, unless you want to burn it down. I am the storm, so get up, don't light it up, unless you want to burn it down. I am the storm, get up, and the people go.
Yeah, and the storm!
You should stick around for the show, because it's going to be fun.
All right. Thank you for chiming in. That's my movie, along with the amazing R&B superwoman Karen White. Gale in the Storm is available for DVD, and the soundtrack is amazing at KarenWhite.me, KRYN White.me. And before I go, since I got you all, I might as well play this last commercial for the book since I got it. So bear with me. You know, one thing for certain, two things for sure. We're going to get the hang of this thing, and it's going to be fire once I get the hang of this system right here. But check out my commercial. Okay. Oh, and before I go, I want to give a shout out to my parents. Look, my dad passed away in April, and today would have been my mom and dad's 52nd anniversary. They was married for 52 years. 52 years. So shout out to my mother, Gwendolyn Wilson, and my father, Carl, we called him Buddha Wilson, as he transitioned on to the next realm of life. But they made it through, and that's a whole grown person with kids they've been married with, grandchildren, actually. So shout out to them, and shout out to Black Love, the Black Nuclear Family. We bringing back Black Nuclear Family like a motherfucker. We bringing it back, baby, and there's no stopping us. Until next time, may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows, and be extra good to yourself. I'm Derek Muhammad, and I'm out.